So this is regarding the article that has been given in the Hindu editorial in today's newspaper 25th. The farmers protest truth and half truths with the agitation continuing. Finding a meeting ground for the farmers and the government could be the difficult. So what are the key points that are discussed in this article are, see, there are some truths on with respect to some protesters, and there are truths with respect to the government, and there are also half truths with respect to the protesters, and there are half truths of the side of the government, and there are also the political truths about the subsidies. So we'll discuss detail about the following truths and half truths of the farmers protest, and also the government's role in the subsidies giving to the farmers. See, basically the protesters truths, it has following the 2 points agenda. What are the truths are, the farmers of both the Punjab and Haryana government provide as much as nearly 45% of the marketable surplus of wheat and rice by leveraging APMC's Agricultural Produce Market Committee regulations, and also the MSP price. With the help of these, nearly 45% of the market surplus has been produced by the farmers of the Punjab and Haryana government, because when a subsidy is provided, if the people who get the subsidy, they obviously benefit from the given MSP prices. But if the policy or the MSP has been taken off, actually it is not taken, but there is a threat to the MSP, then the people who gain with those MSP prices, obviously they revolt. So this is one of the protest of the farmers, that farmers of the Punjab and Haryana basically benefit nearly 45% of the agricultural surplus. You can imagine that those are being benefited with the help of this MSP and APMC mandis. So this Haryana and Punjab government from the green revolution, they have been benefiting, and also the middlemen in the APMC mandi called Arihas, they are seen as not as villains for the Punjab farmers, but as a friendly mediators, because they are going to benefit from the APMC's mandis and acts. And second thing is the contract farming. Basically the contract farming, there are basically there are many problems with respect to contract farming from a farmer side. That is, first one is they don't have the competency power. The farmers in the state of the Punjab and Haryana, and also as a whole, do not have the competing power with the for the private players to compete with the private players, when the private players they end up in misusing, or they are failing to agree the terms and contracts, and all such the legal issues involved in it. The farmers are unable to compete with the private players when coming to the contract farming. That is the first reason where the contract farming is unsuccessful in the agriculture. And the second reason is, if they give their lands to them, then they may not get them back, for no contractor will invest in a land if the contract is just for 1 year, right? So they go on extending the period. See, the contractor who is engaged in the contract farming with the farmer will extend the period from 1 year, 2 years, and 3 years, and so on. But there is a official amid the anti-zamindari law is there, right? Anti-zamindari policy of land to the tiller. So the same land to the tiller which benefited the farmers previously, now it can be worked against the farmer in the contract farming, because the land is given to the contractor, and then he may renew with the help of the renovation. He can renew to the undesirable period of time. And next is so these are the following problems. These are the truths regarding the farmers protest. And what is the government's truth in this? See, basically the government is seen as MSP as a policy but not as a law. But these are protesters regarding the MSP to be included as a law but not as a policy, that is to be made mandated. Actually, the farmers' protests are not to regall as the major farmers' protest. Truth is that they don't want the three MSP, three agricultural farm bills to be repealed, but to make the MSP a policy into a law that is to be formed and bounded by all the administrative facilities. So the government truth is that MSP is a policy but not a law. That is from the government argument. And also the contract farming will obviously help the people, agricultural people, because contract farming is so much profitable, because everywhere in the world the agricultural market is also subject to the market fluctuations, both the demand and supply. So it is that case where the profits are gained in future. It may be up and downs in the starting, but obviously more than the MSP, the profits may be seen by the farmers. That is the government's argument. And also, when coming to the subsidies, India is the highest subsidies. India is the highest provider of the subsidies to the farmers when compared to the US. Nearly the people get total subsidy in India is nearly about nearly 45 to 50 billion dollars. So that is the total subsidy given by the Indians to the farmers than the US, Latin America, and also the European Union. So these are the points that are raised by the government's truth. So these are the truths. These are the truthful meanings of the intentions of the protest of the farmers side and also the government side. That is, the protesters' truth is that both the Punjab and Haryana government gain much from the MSPs. Nearly 45% of the agricultural surplus of rice and wheat come from these two states. That means the MSP has benefited these two states as much as possible than any other state in any other state in India. And also there are problems relating to the contract farming. The reasons I have discussed, right, that is small farmers cannot compete with the private players that are engaged in the contract farming. And also the second reason is that the land to the tiller policy, that is anti-zamindari policy, is now against the farmer in this contract farming. So these are the farmers protesters truth, and also the government's truth is that MSP is a policy but not a law, and also the contract farming is profitable in the near future, and also the subsidies are given in huge quantities in India. So these are the government's truth. And what are the half truths? That is the protesters, that is the pseudo truth, that is protesters are believing. And also is that MSP is same as that the MSP should be from policy should be converted into the law. That is a half truth, that basically as the half truth, that is keeping as a three farm bills as an agenda. The farmers want now the MSP policy to be converted into a law. And also and also they are lack of the knowledge that suppose if MSP is given to the MSP is also calculated by the economic affairs cabinet committee of economic affairs. It is also calculated keeping in mind of the international prices in concern. That is, suppose MSP for MSP the farmers sell to the government, and the government procurement has takes place, and the export takes place from domestic to international by the government. Suppose the international prices fall below the domestic prices, then MSP obviously falls. Then the farmers will not find a way to sell it on the MSP to the government. That is, the farmers do not want to sell their produce to the international markets, and obviously they turn out to the domestic. So this point is not being observed by the in the farmers' protests. That is indirectly the domestic players, and the domestic consumers are very important to the farmers. That has been lacked in the farmers' protest, and that is a point to think. And also, what are the half truths on the behalf of the government way is that uneconomical holdings must be reduced. That is, the government, with the help of the contract farming, ought to release the farmers from the uneconomical holdings. But this does not acknowledge the following things, because the farmers fall into the trap of the land holdings with the contract farming to the contractor, and they find in the legal troubles. So this may be unforeseen by the government. And also far APMC mandis, because if the APMC mandis are far, they are unable to get much benefits from the APMCs and MSP prices that are given by the government. And if the APMCs are nearby, then obviously farmers prefer the APMC mandis. And also the poverty line. When coming to the government told that there are the subsidies given are nearly first in the world. That is, huge number of subsidies are given, more than the US. That is nearly 45 to 50 billion dollars has been given to the subsidy when compared to the US and EU. But what about the US? What about the farmers below the poverty line in the US? Nearly 2% of the subsidies holders or the subsidy takers are only 2% of them are below BPL. But in India, when compared to those nearly 85% of them are below the BPL who are taking the subsidies. So it is to be noted by the government. And also when coming to this MSP scheme, MMC and APMC scheme, government is lacking that these with the help of this MSP and MSPs for not only the two crops, rice and wheat, but also for the 22 crops. But APMC, the repealment of the APMC and MSP gives rise to the diversity in the cropping pattern. That is, not more than the rice and wheat, they can be give to the cereals, pulses, and also such cropping pattern, but heavy burden can be seen in the both Punjab and Haryana states with respect to the rice. And because of this, the groundwater depletion is a major problem that is going on takes place in the Punjab and Haryana. So the diversity can be increased by repealing the APMC and the MSP acts. So this is about the following about the contract farming. So these are the things that has been discussed in this article. And the uncomfortable truths, the political truth is that suppose any subsidies is given to particular type of the people, when those people benefit from those subsidies, obviously when there is some modification or some advancements in those policies, obviously the beneficiaries will obviously revolt. So that is all about the political truth about the farmers protest.